On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Secondly.
Used to introduce the second point or item in a list or series of statements, considerations, etc.
Examples.
Secondly connected. Secondly, it is important. Firstly, we will discuss the budget. Secondly, we will go over the schedule.
Narcissist.
A person who is excessively self-absorbed, especially regarding their appearance or achievements.
Examples.
Relationship with a narcissist. Somatic narcissist. He thinks she is a high narcissist because she always talks about herself and her accomplishments.
Dreary.
Dull, gloomy, or lifeless, lacking in brightness or variety, monotonous and uninteresting.
Examples.
Dreary weather. Dreary mood. The gray, dreary sky reflected the mood of the people who had to endure the rainy weather.
Unrequited.
Not returned or reciprocated, particularly regarding love or affection, not required.
Examples.
Unrequited feelings. Unrequited affection. Despite his best efforts, his love for her remained unrequited.
Relapse.
The fact of becoming ill or starting to misbehave again after making an improvement.
Examples.
Biochemical relapse. Relapse prevention. He had a relapse because he was working through the night.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples.
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Ethic.
A set of moral principles or values that govern behavior.
Examples.
Ethic principle. The Puritan ethic. The company had a strict work ethic and expected its employees to follow it.
Contradict.
To deny the truth of a statement by stating the opposite, to be in conflict with.
Examples.
Contradict each other. Contradict the principle. The book contains numerous statements that contradict previous reports.
Debacle.
A complete failure or disaster, a sudden and catastrophic collapse or defeat, a fiasco or a mess.
Examples.
The debacle in the stock market. Political debacle. The project turned into a complete debacle due to poor planning and management.
Slam.
To shut a door or window noisily, to strike something violently or noisily.
Examples.
Slam the door. Slam the book against a wall. She slammed the door shut, angry at the person on the other side.
Lingua.
A Latin word that means tongue, a language used for communication, the organ in the mouth used for tasting, speaking, and swallowing.
Examples:
A lingua franca. Lingua fissurata. The school offered classes in several different linguae, including French, Spanish, and Mandarin.
Dwarf.
A person or animal that is much smaller than usual or expected for its type, a celestial body, especially a planet, that is smaller and less massive than a star.
Examples:
A potted dwarf tree. A wise old dwarf. The dwarf planet Pluto is much smaller than Earth and orbits the Sun.
Depress.
To make someone feel sad, low in spirits, or without hope, to make markets, businesses, etc., less active.
Examples:
Depress their spirits. Depress crop prices. The economic recession depressed the housing market.
Wrath.
Extreme anger.
Examples:
Wrath of God. A high person's wrath. He finally exploded with wrath due to the team's repeated failures.
Postmodern.
Relating to a style or movement in art, architecture, and criticism that reacts against earlier modernist principles and seeks to break down boundaries between high and low culture.
Examples:
Postmodern art. Postmodern society. The postmodern building was designed with unconventional shapes and colors.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Newtonian.
Relating to Sir Isaac Newton or his laws of motion and universal gravitation.
Examples:
Newtonian physics. Newtonian mechanics. The motion of planets can be described using Newtonian mechanics.
Gigolo.
A man who forms relationships with wealthy or older women and is supported financially or materially by them.
Examples:
Gigolo lifestyle. Gigolo client. He wrote an autobiography detailing his experiences as a gigolo in the high society circles of Paris.
Broth.
A liquid in which meat, fish, or vegetables have been cooked, used as a base for soups and stews.
Examples:
Chicken broth. Remains of broth. I always add a bit of broth to my soup to give it more flavor.
Whack.
To hit someone or something hard or noisily.
Examples:
Whack him with a stick. Whack up the volume. He whacked the ball out of the park with his home run.
Genital.
Of or relating to the external and internal reproductive organs.
Examples:
Genital bleeding. Pain in the genital area. The genital organs of the human body are necessary for reproduction.
Doubly.
To twice the extent or degree, in a way that involves two things at once, with twice as much force, effect, or significance.
Examples:
Doubly difficult. Doubly effective. The athlete faced a challenge that was doubly daunting because of her injury.
Offstage.
In a location outside of the stage area in a theater or other performance venue, not visible to the audience or spectators.
Examples:
Crack jokes off stage during the break. Quickly move the props off stage. The actors were waiting anxiously off stage for their cue to go on.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Adore.
To have a deep love and admiration for someone or something. To regard with great affection and reverence.
Examples:
Truly adore him. Adore the way she styles her hair. Children seem to adore chocolate ice cream no matter where they're from.
Revere.
To feel deep and profound respect or admiration for someone or something. To hold in high esteem.
Examples:
Revere a hero. Revere a deity. Many people revere their religious leaders and look up to them for guidance.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Profess.
To declare openly, often publicly or formally, that one has a particular skill, belief, or feeling. To admit or affirm.
Examples:
Profess innocence. Profess law. He professes his love for her every day, showering her with gifts and affection.
Spawn.
To lay eggs or to produce offspring, to cause something to develop.
Examples:
Spawn in spring. Spawn a new concept. The salmon swims upstream to spawn in the place they were released.
Fountainhead.
A source or origin of something, particularly a principle, idea, or belief, the original or primary location of a water source, such as a spring or large well.
Examples:
The fountainhead in the park. Artistic fountainhead. The company's founder is considered to be the fountainhead of its success.
Sadomasochism.
A sexual activity or practice that involves giving or receiving pleasure from acts of bondage, domination, submission, or pain, a paraphilia characterized by the experience of sexual arousal and satisfaction from inflicting or receiving pain, humiliation, or other forms of psychological or physical suffering.
Examples:
Sadomasochism culture. Sadomasochism play. Some people engage in sadomasochism to explore power dynamics in their relationships.
Contemptuous.
Showing or feeling deep disdain or scorn, expressing a strong sense of disrespect or disregard for someone or something.
Examples:
Contemptuous attitude. Contemptuous remark. She gave me a contemptuous look as if I was beneath her.
Rapture.
A feeling of extreme pleasure and happiness or excitement.
Examples:
With an expression of rapture. Feel great rapture. He gazed at the actor in rapture.
Clench.
To close tightly or grip firmly, to contract or stiffen, especially as in response to stress or pain, to tighten or compress.
Examples:
Clench teeth. Clench muscles. He clenched his fist in anger when he heard the bad news.
Endurable.
Capable of being endured or tolerated, able to withstand hardship, difficulty, or pain without giving in or giving up.
Examples:
Endurable pain. Endurable challenge. Despite the challenging circumstances, the team demonstrated remarkable teamwork and an endurable spirit.
Caress.
To touch or stroke gently and affectionately, to express love or tenderness with physical contact.
Examples:
Caress her hair. Caress his cheek. The mother gently caressed her child's forehead to soothe their fever.
Agony.
Extreme physical or mental pain or suffering, often prolonged or intense.
Examples:
Severe agony. Emotional agony. The athlete fell to the ground in agony after injuring their ankle.
Chairperson.
The officer who presides over organization meetings.
Examples:
Vice chairperson. The meeting elected a chairperson. The chairperson has the authority to approve or deny any request.
Nanny.
A caregiver, usually a woman, who provides child care services in the home of the children's parents or guardians, either on a part-time or full-time basis.
Examples:
Part-time nanny, professional nanny. She works as a nanny for a family with 2 young children.
Dominatrix.
A woman who takes on the dominant role in a BDSM, bondage, discipline, sadism, and masochism relationship, often providing pleasure or inflicting pain on the submissive partner.
Examples:
Dominatrix roleplay, dominatrix outfit. The female dominatrix entered the dungeon in her leather outfit and wielded a whip.
Corset.
A tightly fitting undergarment worn to shape the torso, particularly to create an hourglass figure, by compressing the waist and supporting the bust.
Examples:
Leather corset, orthopedic corset. She wore a corset under her dress to give her waist a more defined shape.
Subjugate.
To bring under control, to conquer, to make subservient to one's authority.
Examples:
Subjugate the enemy. Subjugate my ego. The conqueror sought to subjugate the defeated country.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
Fascinate the public. Fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Crib.
A small, enclosed bed for a baby, typically on rockers.
Examples:
Crib bed. Baby crib. She put the baby in the portable crib for a nap.
Inflate.
To fill something with air or gas so that it becomes bigger and rounder.
Examples:
Inflate a tire. Inflate expense reports. She inflated the balloons for the party.
Callback.
A return phone call, a request to return the product for replacement or repair made by the manufacturer of a defective product, an invitation to return for a second audition or interview.
Examples:
Callback number. A callback from the casting director. The company said they would schedule a callback for me to discuss the job further.
Quadruple.
To consist of 4 items or people, to become 4 times as great or many.
Examples:
Quadruple the amount. Quadruple the price of gold. His stock earnings quadrupled.
Satirist.
A writer or artist who uses humor, irony, or exaggeration to expose and criticize people's stupidity or vices, often in the form of satire.
Examples:
Famous satirist. Political satirist. The satirist's biting commentary on corporate greed made him a hero among activists.
Outsider.
A person who is not part of a particular group, community, or society, someone who is considered to be on the periphery or outside of established social circles.
Examples:
Outsider perspective. Outsider artist. Living in a foreign country can make you feel like an outsider at times.
Heckler.
A person who interrupts or jeers at a public speaker, performer, or event, typically to be disruptive or critical, someone who engages in the act of harassing.
Examples:
Political heckler. A relentless heckler. The comedian dealt with a persistent heckler during his stand-up routine.
Dictate.
To state or give order with total authority, to say or read aloud for somebody else to write down or to be recorded.
Examples:
Dictate a letter to secretary. Dictate to the associate. The Allies dictated the terms of surrender to the country.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Debase.
To reduce the quality, value, or esteem of something, often by lowering its moral or ethical standard, to demean or degrade.
Examples:
Debase dignity. Debase the principles of justice. The company's decision to debase its currency led to inflation and economic instability.
Spiel.
A long or elaborate speech or story, typically one used to persuade or sell something.
Examples:
Spiel about politics. Advertising spiel. The salesperson gave a long spiel about the benefits of the product.
Trickster.
A person or character who uses cunning and deceit to achieve their goals, often in traditional folklore or mythology.
Examples:
Trickster character. Cunning trickster. The con artist was known as a notorious trickster who scammed people out of their money.
Infuriate.
To make extremely angry, incite to rage, provoke intense anger or exasperation.
Examples:
Infuriate customers. Infuriate employees. His rude behavior infuriated many people at the party.
Mime.
A form of acting or performance in which gestures, body movements, and facial expressions are used to convey meaning or tell a story without the use of spoken words. A performer who specializes in this art form.
Examples:
Hilarious mime act. Mime artist. The mime's silent performance captivated the audience, leaving them in awe.
Meme.
A cultural idea, value, or pattern of behavior that is passed from one generation to another by imitation rather than genetic means, as an internet meme, an image, a video, a piece of text, etc., that is remixed, copied, and circulated in a shared cultural experience online.
Examples:
Pronounce meme. Religious meme. This cute dog's photo spread around the world as an internet meme.
Quote.
To repeat or reproduce the words or statement of someone else, often acknowledging the source, to give an estimated cost or price for goods or services.
Examples:
Quote a source. Quote a price. In his speech, he quoted a famous philosopher to emphasize his point.
Olympiad.
A period of 4 years, originally the time between the ancient Olympic Games and now commonly used to refer to the modern Olympic Games, which are held every 4 years.
Examples:
The modern Olympiad. Summer Olympiad. She won a gold medal in the Physics Olympiad and was praised by her teachers and peers.
Martyrdom.
The act or experience of suffering or dying for a cause, belief, or principle, which often implies sacrifice and is associated with individuals who endure persecution or hardship due to their convictions.
Examples:
Martyrdom stories. Religious martyrdom. Many individuals have died as a result of their martyrdom for their beliefs.
Paradox.
A statement, situation, or person that has two opposite facts or features and therefore seems impossible, is difficult to understand, or is strange.
Examples:
French paradox. The paradox of the heap. There are many theories to explain this paradox.
Coexist.
To live or exist together at the same time in the same place.
Examples:
Coexist with nature. Coexist with diversity. The different species can coexist in the same ecosystem by filling different niches and using different resources.
Pierce.
To cut or make a way through with a sharp instrument.
Examples:
Pierce the armored shells. Pierce a mystery. The extreme cold pierced our bones.
Boggle.
To be overwhelmed or surprised by something. To hesitate or be uncertain about something. To cause someone to feel overwhelmed or surprised.
Examples:
Boggle the imagination. Boggle at the price. The complexity of the situation can boggle the mind.
Errand.
A short trip that is taken to perform a specified task, such as to take a message or to take or collect something. Errand boy. Run an errand. He sent me on an errand.
Unprepared.
Not properly or adequately prepared, lacking preparation, not ready.
Examples:
Unprepared speech. Unprepared for the exam. The unprepared student struggled on the test and received a low grade.
Gecko.
A small to medium-sized lizard with soft, velvety skin, short legs, and adhesive pads on the feet that allow them to climb and walk along vertical surfaces.
Examples:
Gecko habitat. House gecko. I saw a gecko crawling on the wall of my bedroom.
Impenetrable.
Not able to be passed through, entered, or understood.
Examples:
Impenetrable fortress. Through an impenetrable fog. The jungle was so dense and impenetrable that it was almost impossible to find a way through.
Masculinity.
The qualities or attributes traditionally associated with men, such as physical strength, courage, assertiveness, and so on, the state of being male or manly.
Examples:
Masculinity norms. Toxic masculinity. Research has shown that rigid ideas of masculinity can contribute to domestic violence and other forms of abuse.
Penetrate.
To pass into or through something, often by overcoming resistance.
Examples:
Penetrate a cell. Penetrate quickly into the skin. Western ideology slowly penetrates through the Eastern countries.
Rewire.
To replace or repair the wiring of something, especially an electrical system, to make significant changes in one's thoughts or behavior patterns.
Examples:
Rewire a house. Rewire a program. I need to rewire the faulty electrical system in my house to prevent a fire.
Cognition.
The psychological process of perception and learning and reasoning, the mental action or process by which knowledge and understanding are developed in the mind.
Examples:
Social cognition. Cognition disorder. The professor focused on the research of infant cognition.
Tact.
Skill and sensitivity in dealing with others, particularly in difficult or delicate situations.
Examples:
Public speaking tact. Show great emotional tact. His diplomatic tact helped him to navigate the difficult negotiations.
Poise.
A calm, confident, and graceful manner with control of your feelings or behavior.
Examples:
Aesthetic poise. With easy poise. He took a deep breath and recovered a little of his poise.
Hurdle.
A barrier or obstacle that must be overcome.
Examples:
Overcome hurdles. Hurdle race. The company faced several hurdles in the development of its new product.
Inhabit.
To live in a specific location, to reside.
Examples:
Inhabit a cave. Inhabit the stomach. I have no idea what sort of folks inhabit the neighborhood.
Probabilistic.
Characterized by the influence of chance or probability, involving the use of statistical models or methods to estimate likelihoods or risks.
Examples:
Probabilistic model. Probabilistic approach. In a probabilistic system, the outcome is uncertain and can vary based on chance.